Okay, so let's go. Steve, hello. I have
Hello.
some founder-based FAQs based on DevStream 11 last week.
Perfect.
Yeah, are you going to answer them for us?
I'm gonna try.
Okay,
I'm gonna
number
try.
one, how do I get founders? When? Where is it?
Well, you go to soulframe.com, of course.
Right
We're not
now?
going to be on 25th.
Okay,
Yes, so next week on the 25th is where the website will get updated, and you can support us with a founders pack.
excellent. And how long will this be available to purchase founders?
This will be available for at least many months, several months. But the main thing is when we're ending it, we'll make sure you have lots of time in advance before we end it. We won't just yawn get away.
Okay. Will founders be available for our console envoys in the future?
So yes, in the future they will. So what we're going to do with Soulframe, a little bit different than Warframe, is when we launch on a new platform. We're not ready to go to console yet, but we don't want you to miss out on this. So when we go to a new console platform, we'll open up Founders again for a little window. So sorry about that. We're kind of at a PC phase right now, but we'll make sure when we do come to your console that you get a chance. Thank you.
Okay, we saw the 3 wilds and the Paragon options available. Can I purchase more than 1 wild? Can I upgrade to Paragon later on if I decide to do so? How does that work?
Yes, and it'll be prorated, so we'll subtract the difference in the price there. So it should be very easy. We're just testing that now, but you absolutely will be able to upgrade.
Okay, excellent. Jeff's birthday is coming up. I want to gift Jeff founders. Can I do that?
Looks like for next week, the answer is no. I am still kind of working with the web team a little bit on if this is possible, but right now I can't promise it. Sorry.
Okay, can I purchase
Sorry, Jeff.
founders? Sorry, Jeff. It's
Sorry,
actually
Jeff.
his birthday
Yeah,
next October, I think. So maybe there's time. Maybe by
maybe this time. Well, I don't think it'll last that long.
Can I purchase a founders pack on Steam or any other platforms like that?
No, not for next week. The initial founders offering is going to be just through soulframe.com.
Excellent. And there were some comments from the concept art shown about the wilds that the aesthetics were not cool enough,
Right.
not
Right.
interesting enough yet. Anything to say?
Yes. Well, it does come in kind of hot for our dev stream, and we are adding the additional shoulder aesthetics.
Okay.
And they also are going to have an interesting gameplay mechanic, which we didn't get time to talk about. But when you soul steal the appropriate virtue, there actually is going to be an embedded virtue gem that lights up and gives you gameplay benefits for that, boosting your virtue in that regard. And of course, if you fall on the battlefield, you'll lose that. So there's sort of some interesting trade-offs there. So yeah, we're going to be improving that before we launch next week.
Great. Is the
Yeah.
Paragon Greatsword the
Yes.
only founder exclusive item that founders can eventually craft and share with non-founders?
Yes, it is the only one that has that exclusivity to that Paragon tier. So how that works is it's a bit like Excalibur Prime, but it's not, because as a Paragon founder, I'll be able to make a blueprint for other people to craft their own with my name kind of stamped into it. But it is the only one that kind of works like that for what we're offering with founders. That weapon also has some interesting aspects to how it treats the soul steel mechanic in Soulframe, where it will also power up the courage within, the courage, spirit, and grace within. So it does have some interesting gameplay mechanics. The two things I also should mention is we are still working on the animation stuff. Some of the people were worried about some of the poke attacks not being powerful enough, and those are getting reworked as we speak. And then the other interesting thing I saw brought up was a kind of a concern about the power creep of these types of games, and if will that weapon still be relevant? And of course, we'll have the rune and the totem system that allows you to take one weapon and play it for years. And then also, we hope to add next year the stitching working on more than just armor, but also on weapons as well. So we'll be able to kind of do a mix and match of the aesthetics if you want to keep that longer in the game. So yeah, we'll do our best to make sure that that thing is always interesting for you.
Great. Okay, pivoting a bit, we had some negative reactions to Zenith, our capitalism camel's wares.
Right.
We showed some Drax selling for arcs, and there were some not so happy campers about what we showed, especially the
Yes.
quantities of that. So to clear that up a bit.
Yes, so that Zenith, the capitalism camel, had just gone in, and so some of those things were placeholder, and also I have the ick when I see the Drax for arcs in there as well. That will not be in the release next week.
Yes, so just a prototype of what Zenith's final wares will be.
That's right.
No Drax for arcs.
No.
Confirmed.
We're also going to take a look at the slot pricing and the number of slots that you get when you start the game without having to spend any free arcs or paid for arcs. So we're going to do a balance pass on that and try to make sure that it passes the icky camel spit test.
No icky camel spit.
No icky camel spit.
Will we be able to choose an Eternium Garden instance and the place where we want to go and plant our flowers?
Yes. So how it works is as things fill up, we start adding more empty instances. So if you have a friend you want to coordinate with and plant in the same spot, you'll definitely be able to do that.
Excellent. Okay, last question. I know you have to get back to it. Will we have any more resets? I think fears were just coming up about this again. Obviously, I want to get founders. I don't want to lose anything. Yep. Final answer.
Yeah, so we're not going to do any resets. The only sort of caveat there is, just like we do sometimes in Warframe, we might rework a system to try to improve it for everyone, or we might change how some items work. Just like in Warframe, we'll make sure we work really hard to give you either a refund on points if you spend it in a system, or give you like-for-like items, but we're not going to be resetting accounts.
Excellent. Yeah, I think early days, but lots ahead, and we're really excited for those interested in founders. So
yes.
Anything else to say to the envoys?
Nope, just see you next week, and great questions, and yeah, talk soon.
Bye.
Bye.